Hi, my name's Raymond Seelove, and I want to show you how I go about trimming my dog's nails. My dog is a service dog. It's always important for a dog's nails to be trimmed, but service dogs in particular, they have to look good in public, and nail trimming isn't something that dogs necessarily like, and my dog in particular has never liked having her nails trimmed. I've eventually gotten her to be a little bit better about it, and I want to show you what I do. Coriander doesn't know it yet, but she's going to get her nails trimmed today. I'll call her over. Hey, Corey, come on. So you hear that clicking on the floor? Come on up, Corey. That clicking tells me that her nails are really too long as they hit this wood floor on her way over. When a dog's nails are trimmed correctly, they ought to be able to walk across a floor without necessarily extending their nails and touching the floor. If they're running, they're going to extend their nails and they're going to touch, but walking shouldn't. So I've tried a number of different things for trimming nails, clippers of various sorts, and Coriander doesn't like any of them. What I use now is this Dremel. It's kind of an old-fashioned Dremel. It seems to work pretty well. It's got a little cylinder of sandpaper. Now, the one that's on it right now is a little too worn, so I'm going to remove that. See, there's this little rubber piece. And I'll put a new one on, and then I'll just tighten it so that it is ready. And you can find ones that work like this that are made specifically for nails, that have an attachment over the top that you just put the nail in. I started by using one of those, but based on the anatomy of a dog's nail, I'm able to do something a little bit better with this one. So let me show you a little bit about the anatomy of a dog's nail. So a dog's nail, if you look at it from the side, kind of looks like this, right? If it's gotten too long. And what I'm going to do is draw a picture of it as if it were cut like this, so we can see the section here straight on. If you look at it like that, it'll look something like this. This part right here is going to be the hardest part. Through here is a little bit softer, and then in this area is very soft, and this is the area that has all of the blood vessels and the nerves in it. This is the area you want to avoid. Now, if you're close to the end of the nail here, then there is none of this soft stuff. There's just the harder part, because the softer stuff gets worn away and only the really hard part here ends up staying all the way to the end. And that's what makes the nail get sharp at the end. So when I'm grinding it, I want to focus primarily on the hardest area here, and also to some extent this area and this area that are also fairly hard. I want to avoid this part entirely. So my technique is going to be to try to round off the hard edges and not even bother to try to cut any of the part that's soft. I'll just let that stick out, and that will wear off on its own very easily because it's so soft. And by not cutting it or grinding on it, I'll avoid hurting her or causing her to bleed. So one of the things that I found that I needed to do to make this work was to find a place to do it where Coriander feels the most calm and relaxed, and a position that works for her. I had to make sure I didn't try and force her or hold her or restrain her, because that just made her even more nervous. So this is the way we ended up working out. I sit on the couch and I ask Corey to come up. We're going to do the nails, Corey, so come on up. Come on up, Corey. Good girl. And she doesn't immediately get into position because she doesn't really want to do this, but she knows the position I want her in. Come on close. Corey. So I'll ask her to move into the position that she knows that we use for nail trimming. Come on. Come on, Corey. There you go. Good girl. Turn over. Turn over. Oh, foot's caught. There we go. There. You want something in your mouth? Don't want that? Okay. And I spend some time just being relaxed in this position. Good girl. Good girl. So she knows what's coming, and she doesn't want it, but she's prepared to accept it. So what I'm going to do is start by trimming the outer edge here and the top and then this inner edge here, and then I'm going to make it nice and round so that it doesn't scratch me. I'll show you what that looks like. Here's another one. We're done. We're done. Ooh, ooh, what a good dog. What a good dog. Oh, yeah. Yes. Good girl. Good girl. And the clicks are gone. Are the clicks gone? The clicks are gone. What a good girl. So you can see she's still stressed. She didn't enjoy it, but she's gotten to where she can tolerate it. If you had seen what she used to be like with nail trimming, you would think that this was some kind of miracle, that she was able to sit still for all of that, even though she's still upset and she's getting over it. But the next thing that's going to happen is I'm going to give her a really good treat. So I'm going to go downstairs and get her something really good so that she can feel good about having gotten through that. She always knows that when we finish a nail trimming that she gets something really good.